Members of the Guyana Power and Light's executive management, led by Kish Nandlal, told the Public Utilities Commission on Thursday that while minimal improvements were recorded from internal efforts to address losses, theft and defective meters continue to pose a great challenge. The challenge is sensitive when higher demand for power is assessed amid rising global temperatures and national economic growth. Head of Loss Reduction at GPL, Parshram Prasad, said losses in 2023 are 25.5%. He said to reduce these losses, GPL has been replacing defective and maximum demand meters with new AMI devices. However, loss from theft and defective meters is mainly sustained rather than substantially reduced. To help stem the issue, longtime consumer advocate Pat Dial, who attended the public hearing at Herdmanston Lodge, said GPL should consider a focused program to seek out and charge persons found stealing electricity.
I think people should be disciplined, should be charged who are stealing.
In 2023, there were reports that 5 Zealot squatting area residents would face the courts over charges related to electricity theft. Back in 2008, over 100 persons were arrested for theft of electricity. The outcome in the matters are largely unknown, but what is known is that the penalty for stealing electricity is a fine of $50,000 and a mandatory sentence of 1 year imprisonment. Prasad said the convictions in these cases were few and was costing GPL significantly to pursue prosecution.
You'll see the number of cases that we by arresting that was ended up in the court. It was in the hundreds, and if you follow through the results of the case, as in someone actually being convicted, you probably get about 2%. The time that it took, right? Years following that, we continue to go to these locations, but we continue to arrest, but that kind of reduced as things changes in the country, but the situation still exists whereby as we make arrests, the time it takes to go through court and get processed, that's a problem for us. And now to get the message across to the nation that theft is wrong, it's illegal, you can go to prison for it. We need to actually get cases that are reaching this finite point.
Prasad believes that within the next 5 years, when all meters are replaced with AMI meters and a smart grid is fully in place, the issue will be fixed. In 2023, almost 100,000 meters were replaced with AMI devices. Dial had several other suggestions for GPL, including a targeted review of its management and consideration for lower electricity rates for the elderly.
Older people should get some kind of added facility in addition to the government subsidy. That is, and that wouldn't cost very much, I think. It'd be a very small number of people concerned. You could do it with 85 plus.
As early as 2013, the government had introduced an annual electricity subsidy for old-age pensioners. Dial acknowledged this, but said with other entities offering different facilities for older Guyanese, he thinks GPL should consider another facility in addition to the government subsidy for persons over 80 years. Nandlal responded to the suggestion and reminded that in addition to the government subsidy, there has been no increase in electricity rates in recent years, even though the cost of fuel has increased and is expected to increase further. He said, as a regulated body, he will make representation on Dial's behalf. For the newsroom, Campbell.